welcome back to Positive Chat with Riesa. With so much negativity in the world today, it's so important that we appreciate the positive. And one of my favorite types of uplifting stories are those where everyday people help others that are in need. In the case of our first story, a homeless beggar in Minnesota got a little more than he bargained for when he walked into Abby's cafe. Instead of turning away the man, the cafe's 25-year-old owner, Cecilia Abigail, asked him, "Well, why don't you have a job? Don't you know nothing was given to me for free?" The man named Marcus bowed his head to avoid eye contact and replied, saying, "I have many felonies, and no one wants to hire me." Despite having hit a rough patch in her business, Abigail decided to offer Marcus a job washing dishes for the day, which he eagerly accepted. Abigail could only afford to pay Marcus for 2 hours of work, but the next day he returned. And for the past 2 weeks, Marcus has been on time for his 2-hour shift, and now Abigail plans to make the position permanent. Abigail shared the story and a photo of Marcus on Facebook. The post quickly went viral with thousands of comments, likes, and shares. Abigail said as soon as business picks up, she would like to hire Marcus for more hours, as well as many others who deserve a second chance. If you would like to support Marcus and Abigail so that she can continue to help others, check out her GoFundMe page, a hand up, not a handout, which is linked in the description box below. Now our next story also has to do with helping the homeless, but this time the community also gets involved. Minu Pauline is the owner of a restaurant in India, and she was struck by how often she would see homeless people searching her garbage for a meal. Rather than ignore the problem though, Pauline decided to do something about it and came up with a remarkable plan to help feed the hungry and the starved. Pauline placed a community refrigerator outside her restaurant under a tree, and she stocks the fridge with leftover food from her restaurant. The unlocked fridge is on 24/7 and anyone can access it, both to take and to deposit food. Pauline asked that people don't specifically purchase food for the fridge and to only give what would otherwise go to waste. Anyone depositing food must make sure the food is neatly boxed and fresh by writing the preparation date on the box. The restaurant also ensures the fridge is stocked with 50 fresh food packets every day. The fridge is called Nanma Ram, which loosely translates as virtue tree or tree of goodness. While Pauline knows her small outdoor fridge won't solve world hunger overnight, she does believe it can make a huge difference for a few in need while also combating a 40% waste of food in India. Recess can sometimes be a difficult and isolating time if you're a kid who doesn't quite fit into a clique. So a group of 5 students at Todd Hall Elementary School in Illinois took it into their own hands to foster more playground positivity. The kids remembered reading an article about a buddy bench and decided Todd Hall could use a buddy bench of its own. A buddy bench is a place where kids can sit if they're feeling lonely or too shy to ask their classmates if they can join in. If another student sees someone on the bench, they're supposed to approach them and ask them to join their group. The 5 students wrote a proposal and began meeting with their principal on a weekly basis to plan their bench project. When they finally presented the plans to the school board, the school's administration offered to fund the purchase of 6 benches. The Buddy Bench project was recently recognized by chain restaurant Meatheads, which awarded the school district $500 as part of a program that honors people who make a difference in their community. Well, that does it for this week's episode of Positive Chat with Riesa. As always, I hope you'll leave me your comments, your thoughts, your uplifting story suggestions, your favorite recipe, whatever you want, in the comment box below. And until next time, I hope you have a positively uplifting week.